Welcome to Echoes in the Gallery. I am your host, Susan L. Sistrunk, and I'm a lifelong artist, veteran educator of the arts, and proud to bring you my first podcast set in a series of volumes. Each episode will air weekly on Thursday evenings, available at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Tonight, we begin with Volume 1, Beneath the Paint, Episode 1, The Con, where we will meet our heroes, or villains, depending on your point of view. Let us step into the gallery and begin. Episode 1, The Con. A frost of air flowed through the gallery as if December had rushed in during the first week of August. Faces, landscapes, captured in rich oil, gleaned from surfaces, stretched, prepared, painted, and at one time much loved by their creators. Each sound reverberated off the green marble floors, whispering secrets through a grand and sweeping hall. The walls built of dark, shining wood. As his steps echoed at midnight, the paintings and sculptures seemed to listen to his empty, hollow movements in a building which should have been full of warmth. They knew all his secrets, as they had been present for most, and would be there for more to come. Thoughts of where he'd come from and what was next to happen flowed inside his mind. Winter had not arrived yet, and he was reminded of an autumn season which seemed long ago, when the world was much simpler. The plan would only work if everything went according to what he had lined up. And it needed to happen soon. They were running out of time. The deadline was fast approaching, and the client was growing impatient. How could it have come this far? Why did they decide to do this? As Jonathan Brooks gazed at the Kandinsky on the wall of the modern wing, he pondered. Could it be possible to pull it off? Maybe, if he was lucky. After all, he had all the right materials, the right canvas size from the right time period, the right paint, and the same style executed. Most importantly, Jonathan had a buyer who was offering above market value and was asking no questions whatsoever. Now all he needed to do was steal the painting, which belonged to a private collector, and replace it with the one he forged. Early the next morning, warm autumn sunlight of California skies streamed through the sheer curtains of Gwen's bedroom. She winced and sat up, wondering why closing the blinds at night was such a struggle. Gato, her tuxedo feline companion, had once again found a way to stay in at night and curl up at the end of the bed. Gazing at her phone through sleepy eyes, Gwen realized the time. As director of an art gallery in downtown San Francisco, arriving on time was mandatory. Gwen had been awake quite late, though, working. Gato had the paint on his nose to prove it.